imagination, this is second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and our home team. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Yeah, at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. He completes this one to Mack.
Ryan.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Complete to Dion.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
Mike Evans. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Jets 7, Dragons nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
1 yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Tedrick Thompson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Picking up the ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A good gain of 12 yards that time. A handoff as they run the counter play. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Or conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Mack. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 3rd down, Ryan going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion, Set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight down. There you go. 57, come on. 57, come on.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Number 25.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry.
Complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second.
On the ground, it's Mack.
At the 31
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Mack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
You better come home next time, son.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14. Dragons 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 31 yards.
31 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Hendricks in on the tackle. It's a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He'll drop to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike, 57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 57's the Mike. Mark 57. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check back on 60.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Catch is made by Harry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Complete to
DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Dragons 14. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive starting.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Number 25.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
I can't believe they even let you play. 57. Hey, check Mike 57.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan caught left side Hopkins. That one a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Looking to run with Mack into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll employ the jumbo set now. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
And now here is another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Jets.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. Able to power through. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Ryan wants to throw it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Switch. 51, sub.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins.
Ryan's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
48. Dragons.
Charles, it's one thing to win.